Kia ora and welcome along to the Met Service Severe Weather Update for Monday the 17th of April. Let's start things off by a bit of a broader scale picture. As we zoom away from New Zealand, you can see out over the Tasman Sea, this area of cloud wrapping around into an area of low pressure. That's the feature we're going to keep a close eye on, at least for the start of this week. Like to bring some heavy rainfall in towards that western side of the Southland. As that low dives down towards the south of us, the rain piles in towards Westland, in towards Fiordland, and finally up towards Buller and Nelson as we head through the daytime on Tuesday, and then lingers across the central part of the country as we head in towards Wednesday. Now behind that, high pressure rebuilds, so generally becoming drier again down towards the southern parts of the country, but we have got some heavy rain watches and warnings in place for that western side of the Southland, right the way from Fiordland up towards Nelson and the Tasman district there. So something to watch out for as we head in towards Tuesday. Now, as this rain is all pushing in from the Tasman Sea, it's going to be that western side of the country which bears the brunt of this activity, particularly in towards places like Fiordland, the ranges of Westland, and up in towards those higher parts of Buller and Tasman, Nelson area as well. So we are going to find that wet weather with us as we go through the daytime on Tuesday and overnight in towards the early hours of Wednesday for those more northern parts of the South Island. So we have got those severe weather watches and warnings. Now the watch for Fiordland is for the very early part of the morning on Tuesday. For the likes of, say, the central part for Westland, we're going to find that heavy rain warning extends right the way from the very first part of the day, 3 o'clock in the morning to about 6 o'clock in the afternoon for Tuesday. 80 to 110 millimetres of rainfall there about the tops of the ranges, and some of that rain being pushed across in towards the headwaters of the Canterbury lakes and rivers as well. Watch for those regions as well. As we head further northwards, we've also got a watch out for the higher parts of Buller as we go through in towards the afternoon from about midday through to about midnight on Tuesday. And we have also got our next warning in place for those western parts of the Nelson area out towards the Tasman district west of Motueka. Again, similar kind of amounts, 80 to 110 millimetres of rainfall about the ranges, lesser amounts down towards the coast. And that warning runs right the way through towards the early hours of Wednesday. Also worth saying, a watch out for the other side of the region, out towards the Bryan and Richmond ranges, and also in towards the Rye Valley. Something to keep an eye on as we go through that night time. So from around about 8 o'clock or so on Tuesday, through towards the early hours of Wednesday morning as well. So a bit of a wet looking story on that western coast. Head along to the Met Service website for all the latest information on those watches and warnings.